Hello, lovely people. So I just thought we could hang out together while I make myself some dinner. I just got back from the grocery store and Mark is going out to eat. Um, Mark's got to eat with his son like he does every Sunday. So I usually, and Allison's not here tonight, so it's just me. So I'm going to make my favorite dinner. That's usually not a big hit with other people, but it's my favorite. So tonight, what I'm going to make myself for dinner is some chicken, but not just any chicken, my friends. First, we got to turn the oven on. Let's turn on about 375. Okay, so I usually eat chicken. This meal is chicken with potatoes, and then I cut them all up, and I cut the potatoes up, keep the chicken as it is, and I mix it with lemon juice and olive oil, and you let it, usually you want to let it sit in that stuff for a little while, but I don't have the patience for that. So I just cook it in the oven with some oregano, salt and pepper, some thyme, and of course, those things are out of my garden, so they're a lot fresher. So here we've got the oregano. I love this herb. It's really, I don't like oregano when it's like this, bought from the store. I think it's too strong, and I don't like the flavor. And but when it's fresh, it's delicious. It's kind of like my best friend when I first moved down here to Gate City. My only friend was an older woman. Her name was Jackie, and I met her because I was like going around mowing yards with my ex-husband for extra money, and I met her that way, and we started hanging out. And of course, I was pregnant with my my oldest son at the time, and I was only 19. I didn't know anybody here, and I started hanging out with her a lot. And she was like in her 50s then. She was married. She actually lived in a house down the road from me now. She was from Louisiana, and she taught me how to make this. She was married to a Greek man, and she said that this was like a meal that she made a lot. So it's the potatoes with the chicken, and then she always served it with a side of peas, which is how I still really love it. It's a really good dinner. So every time I eat it, I think of her. She lives in Louisiana. Actually, a few years ago, it was actually 10 years ago now. Man, time goes by really fast. But her husband, it was really sad. He got killed right before he was about to change jobs. He was a truck driver, and right before it was his last day driving a truck, and he went to go take I guess there's like some kind of lift or ramp on the back of the truck, and it fell. It wasn't secured after he put it up, and it fell and like crushed his skull. It was so awful. He was such a good person. I felt so bad for my friend. I felt like I didn't know how to be there for her, but I was just trying any way that I possibly could, because it was like, what an awful thing to experience. Because it was really sad too, because her and that man, they were boyfriend and girlfriend when they were like teenagers, and then they split up, married different people, had children with different people, and were married separately to different people for like 30 years, and then they got back together in their later life, like in their 50s and 60s, and they got married. And I thought that was just like the sweetest story. And then that happened to her, and I just felt so terrible for her. But anyway, how are you guys doing tonight? It is November 1st. I am doing so good, you guys. Like, all of the well wishes you guys send me, and the compliments, and just everything that you guys say to me, it helps me immensely. It helps me in ways that I can't even describe. And I just want to thank you guys for that, for being here, for watching my channel, for experiencing life with me. You know, I am just being myself, and I'm honest with my emotions, and I'm honest with my flaws, and I'm honest about who I am as a person, because there are so many ways that you can level up in your life, but the greatest way to level up is to look at your past self and compete against your own self, you know, always trying to make yourself better than the day before. That feels like my journey, you know. I'm never competing against anybody else except for the old me. So I'm going to clean some of these dishes real quick, and that's going to be noisy, and then I'll be back. All right, now that I've got all of the dishes cleaned, I can finally move around and cook. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely cannot cook in a dirty kitchen. I can't think in a dirty house, and I can't cook in a dirty kitchen. So what I was saying, though, about how I'm doing and everything, like, ever since I just made the adjustment within my own freaking mind to accept my life how it is, and to stop feeling like any day now it's going to be taken from me and my happiness isn't going to be there. Stop living in a state of fear, which was bringing about anxiety for me, and to just focus on the good things, and to, you know, focus on my schoolwork, focus on my learning and my gardening, and which are one and the same at this point. But yeah, I was just focusing too much on things that I should not have been focusing on, but I couldn't help but focus on, you know. So I'm gonna take my potatoes. First, what I do though, give me some olive oil. This is the Pompeian extra virgin olive oil, the smooth kind. I don't like robust because it's a little too olive oily for me. Today has just been a really peaceful day. Mark didn't work. We went to Lowe's today, and because he's got rental property, and right now he's in the process of getting it fixed up because the last people that moved in ruined the place. Yeah. I don't like when people do that. Like, gosh, y'all, clean up after yourselves. Not you guys, but just people in general. Like, man, I've never seen... Well, I've seen worse, actually. But, yeah. This dinner does not take that long, and it's going to be delicious. I wish they would come out with some good movies. They're always remaking the same movies or making sequels to movies like from 20 years ago. It's like, does nobody have any new concepts they can think of for a movie? Like, you're just, at this point, Hollywood is just regurgitating the past over and over and over and over and over again. Like, damn. It's kind of annoying to me. And scary movies these days, don't even get me started. You guys, there's not even, I don't know about you, but it takes a lot to scare me. And just everything that I watch is not scary. And it's disappointing. I don't know. I wish they would just get some new people into Hollywood with some new concepts, new ideas. It seems like nobody has an original idea anymore. And people always say, well, nothing's original anymore. It's like, well, yeah, it could be if people, you know, if there was original people in there, not people who were so focused on, you know, being liked and all this other stuff. And because you can't get an original thought or an original product from a person who doesn't know themselves enough to even be original. That's how I feel. Like, original people know themselves at a depth that other people just don't know themselves to that extent. And getting to know yourself takes a lot of time and introspection and honesty. Because if you're always running from your true ways and your true sense of who you are, and you're always lying about who you are, or putting up a false front, I don't think an original thing is possible to come out of your mouth, to be honest. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just blabbering. So I'm going to get this dinner done. I'm going to cut up my chicken. We'll cut the fat off it and stuff and put it in the oven. And then, yeah. Well, maybe I'll just talk some more. But yeah, I was doing tarot cards, and it was actually some good news. You know, one of my gifts as a person is my intuition. I have a very strong intuition, not only when it comes to other people, but when it comes to myself and just the energies around me. I can read energies really well, and I'm really good at tarot because of that. Because of the strong sense of intuition, I'm very good at tarot. So I read my own tarot cards a lot. And yesterday I did a tarot reading that literally made me burst out in tears and cry for it was a good, hard cry. It was almost like just a release, like an acceptance. It was like me accepting something about myself that I have been kind of running from for a while. And accepting it and then just living in it. And in that moment when I felt that, when I felt my mind accept it, I cried so hard, you guys. Like, it was almost, I don't know, it was a feeling of relief and like finally, like I can just be happy in my life and let go of useless anxieties. I don't know, it was such a nice feeling, and I cried for a good 10-15 minutes. I've never ever did a tarot reading like that made me just like feel that. I don't know, it was a powerful feeling, I know that for sure. So guys, I'm gonna cook the rest of my dinner, and then I'm probably gonna go take a bath and everything, and do a little bit of a meditation to calm down for the night. Jaxie, my cat here, is just she's wondering what I'm doing. Baby cat, you so fat. Look, she likes to get up here and she's so curious of what I do all the time. Look, Jaxie, say hi to everyone. Say hello. Say hello, everyone. My name is Jaxie Cat. And we just bought her a bed the other day, and she loves it. See, she just wants to see what I'm doing, what's going on. What are you doing, Mommy? Huh? Can I have a kitty kiss? Mommy, a kitty kiss? Can I have a kiss, please? Sometimes she'll give me a kiss, sometimes she won't. So, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.